I let the beast in too soon. I don't know how to live without my hand on his throat. I fight him always and still.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. We're all friends, fans, come together, BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discussing musical artists. I'm your host, Jason. Your other artist is Your other host and artist, Tim.
I'm a host.
Yeah, the guy down there's Bill.
World is bullshit.
Oh, that's right. You had homework. Did you watch the video in between?
Yes, I did.
That was a great speech.
You know, honestly, I mean, if that's not top 10 speeches in the last 50 years, I don't know what is.
You know, I think those MTV people like usually have their fingers on the trigger when like a Nirvana walks up there or something, like, or like a Guns N' Roses, or they're like, okay, what are they gonna, you know, let's make sure we can swap it off. Fiona, they're like, we're good.
Away.
We can sit back.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, oh shoot, here we go.
He's probably outside smoking a cigarette while it aired. Good stuff,
you
though.
know, again, punk rock in your high school years, you gotta love that, and she definitely fits the bill. So
we're gonna jump to 1999 with "Win the Pawn."
I'm sorry, what?
What's the full album title?
Let me get us out here of the way. This kind of threw off my positioning here. When the pawn hits the conflicts, he thinks like a king. What he knows throws the blows when he goes to the fight, and he'll win the whole thing. For he enters the ring, there's no body to batter when your mind is your might. So when you go solo, you hold your own hand and remember that depth is the greatest of heights. And if you know where you stand, then you know where to land. And if you fall, it won't matter because you'll know that you're right. Released in 1999.
Yeah, what a title. Love it. Excellent work there, Jason. Excellent work. So yeah, apparently it has been broken, but I remember at the time, it like how I heard that this album was coming out was that it broke the Guinness Book of World Records for longest album title ever. And I don't remember if it was Pitchfork or if it was Mark Prindle. If you guys go back on the internet album reviews that far back, let us know. Hell, we should find Mark Prindle. Yeah, so I checked this album out when it came out, and amazing album. Fell in love with it. This was I was entering a new decade in my life at this point. I think I just turned 20. So yeah, you know, this is a great Y2K album. Are we starting? Did I miss?
Yeah, no, go and take it away.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with "On the Bound," which just comes out swinging. It's got this great feel to it. It never stopped swinging. The production on here is just, they've already taken everything I liked about the first album and just kind of pumped a little bit into it. And then that leads us to "Your Love," which is top song contender. That's just, I love that song. And then, you know, let's follow that up with another banger, "Limp," another top song contender. Great song. And then, you know, you get to "Love Ridden," which is a piano strings ballad. It's lovely. I love the flow of it. And then you get to "Paper Bag," which might be my low point of the album. We're kind of getting here towards side A, but we've had nothing but bangers, and then there's this little dip, and then we're gonna you know, finish up strong, because that leads us to "A Mistake." It's got a very trip hoppy late 90s feel to it, but you know, I can hear in the production that's mostly real drums going on. There is a little bit of studio production here, but you can hear most of this are real analog instruments, and I love that. Musically, "A Mistake," like, I could see that being something that influences Mike Patton's career trajectory
It
in the
does.
next decade.
It does, like, I don't know who influenced what, but like it does have a
I think it
bungle
goes
feel
back
to
and
it.
forth. I would say contemporaries at
It
this
yeah, it
point,
does have
right?
that like
Yeah. California came out like 4 months before this.
yeah, it has that vibe, like that start stop.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Like
your Californication.
yeah, this is probably a better record than that.
I would agree too.
Just a little bit.
Because then you get to Fast as You Can. Top Song Contender, just an absolute banger of a track. I love it. For me personally, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to it. I remember when it was a single, bought the album. Um, yeah, love that song. And then that's going to follow up with The Way Things Are, which is just another banger with a huge chorus. I love the chorus on that song. And then Get Gone, starts with this great brush sound on the drums, like super. It is. It's very 30s, 40s jazz, piano bar, you know, smoky basement vibe, which I love. She really, I don't know if she's like, I mean, yeah, there is a tradition of that for sure, and she's definitely a part of that tradition, but she's doing it very well. Um, yeah, Get Gone, it starts off that lot sticks get involved at some point. It's a very good song. And then you get to I Know, which is another it's that sultry jazz that brings forth a Billie Holiday or I mean, who's even doing that now? Like a Nora Jones or Esmeralda Spalding, maybe? You guys familiar with that one?
I've been out of the zeitgeist for a while.
Same. But I still keep up, and yeah. This is the album that made me a fan of Fiona Apple. So everything about the production on this album, excuse me, it's more adventurous than the first album. You can tell like a little bit more money was thrown onto this one. Uh, yeah, I love her use of percussion, the rhythms she's using. Counterbalance with the melodies. There's a lot of really cool, like, late 90s, there's a lot of really bad pop music techniques being used as, Pro Tools and digital really becomes a thing. This is that era where you're probably using it at this point. And yeah, the song feels very alive, feels very organic.
Very analog sounding. Like a
Yeah.
lot of it's very analog. Like I want to get
And in the best way. And just as a music fan, for me personally, that's one of the very fundamental things that attracts me to music is that old school analog, sound.
Yeah, that's yes. I'll follow up my notes on The Bound. Amazing opening track. Fiona's vocal flow on here is some top shit. It's dark and jazzy, but still fun. To Your Love, speaking of sounding dark, To Your Love has this eerie, haunting vibe that she pulls off really well. Limp's another great one about being gaslighted. I love the second verse with "You wave the red flag, baby. You make it run, run, run." Standing on the sidelines, waving and grinning. "You fondle my trigger, then you blame my gun." Musically, it's fun. It's not as interesting as some of her other work, but minus the drums. Like, the drums steal the show on this. Love Ridden, it's okay. Not a skipper, but not a top song either. Paper Bag is a top song contender, which is weird because you said it was your low point. This has everything that makes a great Fiona Apple song. She's a master of somehow like portraying.
Yeah. Not saying it's bad.
Right. I mean, it's just your lowest point.
Right.
It's hard to, yeah.
It's a solid album.
She's the master of somehow portraying shaky, insecure, but like iron strong will at the same time. The lyrics are fantastic. The subtle jazz horns, everything just works. Classic Fiona Apple right here. A Mistake, super fun. Start and stops, great flow. The lyrics, her vocal performance and range. Another top song contender. Fast as You Can. I didn't know this was a single, but
It was really big in Europe.
see, I by
It
'99,
did
like I wasn't
really well
listening
on
to
the
anything.
European charts.
I was working at CD Warehouse, so I remember when the album came out because I remember the cover and like putting it on the shelf, but like I never
Yeah,
listened to it.
I might have even bought this CD at that CD warehouse.
I was in the midst of writing potential top song contender, but then that slow jam part hit and I was fucking sold. Easily my favorite from the album. The tempo changes, the drums are super cool, the lyrical delivery. Sold. I had to pull a bill and use YouTube for the notes on this one as Spotify was down with all the other things going on that day. So I didn't know this was a
Hey,
single till now,
hashtag Occupy Spotify.
right? Spotify was down. I'm like, I gotta start listening to some fucking Fiona. Let's go. The way things are, slow things down slightly from the last few songs. Still retains that smooth lounge jazzy vibe. The instrumental section is so damn good. The piano, you just kind of get lost in it. Get Gone works really well lyrically with Fast as You Can, but I think I prefer Fast more. This one's still no slouch. I know I like it more than Carrion, but it feels more like a title leftover than a When the Pawn song. It's a softer, more repetitive song compared to like the rest of the album. I mean, it's fine for a closer.
Well,
Did
and
you?
that's a closer choice. It's not always the right one, but that it's a valid one. It
Right,
does happen.
yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
feels like
where
a
this whole
closer.
album feels very adventurous, and then you have the one song where it's like it's good, but it doesn't quite fit. So
Yeah. And Across the Universe, it's super easy to fuck up a Beatles song. There are thousands of shitty Beatles covers out there. This is not one of those. She makes it her own thing. She weaves this layer of beautiful, eerie chaos, like bubbling underneath it. Easily a top song contender. And the music video, like me and an ex girlfriend rented Pleasantville.
yeah,
We were watching it with our
I
friend.
remember that movie.
We were watching it with our friend Lucy, and we were just transported. So fucking good, like easily. I mean, that's a good song. Anyway, we'll get to the Beatles.
Oh yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, inevitably.
So I went into this one obviously after title going, okay, is this gonna be more of the same? Is it gonna be something different? And then on the Bound played. And I really enjoyed the flow and the start stop going on with it. Definitively probably the best album opener, I would argue, in this discography.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Um,
think she got a better one coming up.
I, I'd stick with this one personally.
Okay.
To Your Love, I really enjoyed the piano and the vocals, and
I'll go in on it with you, Bill. I'll go with On the Bound, best opener in the discography.
I think there's two more better ones coming up.
I could see the arguments you're going to make, but I'm going to go with On the Bound.
Okay. All right, Tiny Bill.
Hey,
that just doesn't work. That doesn't work.
but my wallet's fat.
yeah, To Your Love, I mentioned top song contender with what I said. Limp, holy shit, I didn't know she was capable of this. The breakdown bridge and everything else was just a great sound throughout. Definitive top song. Love Ridden. The only bad part about this song is it's following up Limp is another great song, potential top song contender. Paper Bag takes a step back towards the first album, just sound wise for me, but it was still a solid song. Mistake. Mistake for me was potentially a low point of the album for me almost. Um, it just doesn't get to the same feel that I had from the other songs on this album. It was a good song, but just I didn't get the same feel from it. Fast as You Can. I love the transition, and how it built up each time. Uh, Fast as You Can was what I just talked about, the way things are. Uh,
That's why you got to type
I'm
them
sorry.
notes,
No,
man. You
I
got to
love
type them
I love
notes.
your analysis. Yeah, it's great. Keep going.
the way things are, holy shit, is that a guitar? All right, goddamn, this is good. Get Gone, I love the violin and the sudden just how it ends. I know, slow end to a great album. It's not perfect, but it's a good closer.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because like Love Ridden was my low point. Paper Bag was Tim's, and yours was a mistake. It was like all three together, just not the same song,
It's
which
a
is
strong
weird.
album.
It's
Yeah,
a fucking
Yeah.
strong record.
yeah. Again, I've owned it since it came out, and over the decades now, I guess. Um, it's one you pull out like 3, 4 times a year, and you're like, every time I hear this, it's just I'm never disappointed by it. It's a great album.
Again, like you get, it's like it ends, and you're just like, I just want to kind of hear it again. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's a. These are records that you can put on and just like listen to in the background, and like it's a mood, it's a vibe,
yeah.
like
You can
it's
sit
just
there
good
in the
music.
dark and really get into it. You can also have it on, when you're doing the dishes,
It's
or
just good fucking
vacuuming the
music.
living room, or whatever. Like, it's just a great album. It's very pleasant on the ears. The production is very adventurous, and everything that carried on from the first album, which includes incredible studio production and incredible songwriting and incredible performances, vocal melodies, the syncopations.
Her lyrical
It's
content
just
is.
the lyrical content. Yeah, the list goes on. It's just fantastic.
Well, I believe I gave Tim the dot. I gave Tim the dot, so he gets to guess first.
Well, for me personally, it's going to be better than the first album, and I'm of the opinion that, like, I guess I could see the argument, but I don't think anybody actually agrees with.
So you think it's our number two?
I think it's your guys' number one.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah, we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the argument for first album bias. But have you heard Win the Pawn?
My final notes say I thought Tidal was going to be ahead of this one before starting, but I got to go with Win the Pawn. She sounds more braver, more confident on this one. She's wearing it on her sleeve a little more. Each song, I think, stands out more individually than the ones on Tidal. You can easily see the growth of this record from the last. Tastes Like Music said something along the lines of Fiona peaking with this record. I highly disagree.
I mean, we'll get into that, and this is I might have Win the Pawn, bias. But yeah, it's not like it falls off.
No,
No.
It doesn't fall off.
The color code will tell all. There's no shit token
Yeah,
brown
absolutely.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag shit token brown in the comments down below. Let's get that movement to get that name
Let's
changed.
do it. I'm for it. Let's just do it. Yeah.
All right, stick around. Oh, our logo's missing.
But we'll have stickers soon, so you'll have it, every time you wake up.
Stick around. Extraordinary. She's next. Yeah. Leave a self-addressed stamped envelope to
Yeah.
to get your
Give me
free
that
ODD
FASD.
sticker. Anyway, stick around. We're a Playlist Link channel. We're going to go through all these records. We're going to talk about them. We're going to rank them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do our thing. Check out every Sunday. Currently we're doing Sonic Youth. Every Sunday, new Sonic Youth record comes out.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Check out all our Playlist Link channels. You know what to do. Hit that bell. Do all that YouTube yada 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 stuff. And be safe. And what, Tim?
I mean, dance like a monkey for the man, so you can make 1/1000th of a cent for every stream on Spotify. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pray on or wish on or something like that. I was having a sweet fix.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now, you hear?